Hey you guys, this is Leslie, and today I wanted to talk about letting go of the guilt of unfinished projects. This is a topic that holds up many a wannabe minimalist, and it's something that we really need to let go of and get on with as quickly as we can if we want to get on to living the life we really want to be living. I was super guilty of this before we decided to go minimalist, and I had so many things that I wanted to do. I had this great big cabinet and it was full of all these projects that I wanted to do. What always tripped me up is anytime I saw something that was really neat, I'd think, I want to do that too. I had so many unfinished projects that I was never ever going to finish them all, and I knew it. When I did have a few minutes to myself that I could have worked on a project, I was so overwhelmed by the sheer volume of different things that I had the opportunity to do that I could never narrow it down to one and actually start and work on one project. I was completely overwhelmed and could never decide what to do. So these projects sat unfinished for years. Anything that I caught my eye and that I thought was neat would go in the potential someday projects cabinet that I had. I think sometimes part of the fun of planning new projects is going out and buying all the supplies for the new project. So you get that far. You make the plan to do a project, you go out and you buy all the supplies, and then you get home, and when you actually have the time, you're so overwhelmed by the amount of things you could be doing that you never actually sit down to do the project. But there's good news. Once the project is gone, once you've said goodbye and gotten rid of it and allowed yourself to say that you're never going to finish it, the guilt of not finishing it goes away too. So my suggestion to you is to look at the different projects that you have. Consider how much time it is actually going to take to do these projects. Then consider how much time do you actually have available to do the projects that you want to do. And then we really have to get tough and figure out, in that time available to you, what do you really want to do? You have to be real with yourself here. You can't, don't have a never-ending amount of time available. And that's how I was acting and living before, was as though I had all the time in the world to do everything that I wanted to do. And even though I was interested in all those things, there was just no way I was ever going to actually do them all. And by letting them go, it allowed me to finish the ones that I decided were really important to me. Where when I was holding on to all of them, I couldn't do any of them because there was too much. And it was just too overwhelming to even get started on anything, let alone finish anything. And if I did finish something, I would feel guilty that I had done that one instead of another one. We don't need to impose that kind of guilt on ourselves. There is guilt coming at us, especially at women and mothers, from all different sides for all different reasons and no reason at all. So the last thing we need to do is make ourselves feel guilty about something extra for no reason at all. So I challenge you to look through your projects, look through your art stuff and your craft stuff. This is a huge area for most people that are trying to go minimalist. This is like a big sticking point. You want to go through that stuff and really decide what you really want to do. I love the Stampington magazines with all the paper crafts, and I love doing paper crafts, but I had collected and collected and collected and collected without actually doing any projects, which just left me with a ton of unfinished projects. And when I let all that stuff go, all the guilt from it went right along with the stuff, and I was left with time. Time to do things I really wanted to do, time to actually get things done. And I also let go of the idea that I could do all the different projects or that I had to. I became able to look at things other people had done and enjoy it without feeling the need to go and do it myself. I have things that I'm going to do, and then I can appreciate things that other people do without needing to do those things too. I hope that you guys got some value out of this video. This is a huge sticking point for so many people. Let me know where you stand with crafts and projects in the comments below. If this was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like this. So that is all I had for today. I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.